Welcome today. We'll be diving deep into the 1963 one-penny coin issued during the reign of Queen Elizabeth II. This coin is a key artifact of the early years of Elizabeth II's reign, minted as part of the British pre-decimal system before the country switched to decimalization in 1971. In this session, we'll explore the coin's history, its geographic significance, mintage details, and, of course, its value in the world of numismatics. Queen Elizabeth II's era. The 1963 penny is a product of the early Elizabethan period, with Queen Elizabeth II having ascended the throne in 1952. By the time this coin was minted, her portrait had already been updated in 1953 to reflect a younger queen, emphasizing the stability and continuity of the British monarchy. The 1963 penny is part of the long legacy of British coinage that dates back centuries, and it holds significance as part of the era where Britain was transitioning out of its colonial past and into a more modern global power. The one-penny coin circulated throughout the United Kingdom, but it also played a role in many of Britain's colonial territories. Though many former colonies had started issuing their own currencies by the 1960s, some areas within the Commonwealth and British territories still used British currency or followed British monetary standards, meaning this coin could have been found in places as far-flung as Gibraltar, the Falkland Islands, and more. The 1963 penny, then, carries the weight of British global influence in the post-war era. The obverse of the 1963 penny features a portrait of Queen Elizabeth II, designed by Mary Gillick. This design was first introduced in 1953 and is renowned for its depiction of the Queen without a crown. The engraving represents a youthful and optimistic monarch. The inscription around her portrait reads, Elizabeth II Dei Gratia, Regina FD. This Latin phrase means, Elizabeth II, by the grace of God, Queen, Defender of the Faith, a title which signifies her constitutional role as the leader of the Church of England. The reverse of the coin features the iconic image of Britannia, a symbolic personification of Britain. She is seated, holding a trident in one hand and a shield with the Union flag in the other, with a lighthouse visible to her left. The word one penny is displayed at the top, while the year 1963 is minted at the bottom. Britannia had appeared on British pennies for over a century, symbolizing Britain's naval power and imperial strength. In 1963, the Royal Mint produced a total of 120,060,000 one-penny coins. This was considered a fairly typical mintage for the penny denomination during the reign of Queen Elizabeth II. The high production numbers reflect the fact that pennies were an essential part of daily commerce at the time, used in everything from small market purchases to vending machines. While 120 million may seem like a large number, it's important to remember that the 1963 penny was heavily used in circulation, meaning many of these coins show signs of wear and tear today, lowering their value in the numismatic market. The Royal Mint, located in Tower Hill, London at the time, was responsible for the production of the 1963 penny. In 1968, the Royal Mint relocated to Llantrisant in Wales, which would later become one of the most advanced mints in the world. The 1963 penny was made of bronze, which consisted of 97% copper, 2.5% zinc, and 0.5% tin. The penny weighed 9.4 grams and had a diameter of 30.8 millimeters. Its relatively large size compared to today's pennies made it an easily recognizable and important coin in British currency for over a century before decimalization. The value of a 1963 penny depends heavily on its condition. In most cases, circulated coins with significant wear are worth around 10 pence to 50 pence, 10 cents to 65 cents USD, which is slightly above their face value, but primarily due to their age and pre-decimal status. Most of the 1963 pennies found today are in circulated condition and exhibit signs of wear. These coins tend to be valued at around 10 pence to 20 pence. Coins in fine or very fine condition, meaning they show moderate wear but retain most of their details, can fetch between 30 pence and 50 pence. A 1963 penny in uncirculated or near-perfect condition, often labeled as mint state by collectors, can be valued at around £2 to £5 or higher depending on market demand and the grading of the coin. Coins graded MS-65, mint state 65, or higher can command prices of £10 or more. Rarity. The 1963 penny is not particularly rare due to its high mintage, but finding one in pristine, uncirculated condition is more difficult. Historical significance. Though not a rare coin, its association with Queen Elizabeth II's early reign and the historical transition from the British Empire to a post-colonial Commonwealth can appeal to collectors interested in British history. Condition. Coins with minimal wear or damage, particularly those that have been stored properly, are worth more. The patina or tarnishing that develops on bronze coins can also affect value. Well-preserved coins with an even, natural patina are more desirable. The 1963 penny is more than just a piece of currency. It represents a specific period in British history. By the early 1960s, Britain was experiencing the post-war economic boom, and Queen Elizabeth II was solidifying her role as a stable and unifying figure during a period of rapid change. British society was modernizing, with the rise of youth culture, the decline of the British Empire, and the emergence of a more globalized world economy. The penny was used in everyday life for small purchases, such as newspapers, public transportation, and candies, making it an integral part of daily commerce. The 1963 penny was part of the old British system of pounds, shillings, and pence, which dated back centuries. In 1971, the United Kingdom transitioned to a decimal currency system, where 100 new pence equaled £1. This change marked the end of the pre-decimal penny's long history. By 1971, the 1963 penny was demonetized and no longer legal tender, though many coins remained in circulation for years after. Decimalization made many of the old coins collectible, as they were no longer used in everyday transactions. The 1963 one penny of Queen Elizabeth II remains a fascinating piece of British numismatic history. While not particularly rare, its value lies in its historical context, design, and role in everyday British life during the mid-20th century. For collectors, the condition of the coin is key, with well-preserved examples holding the most value. Its connection to the early reign of Queen Elizabeth II and the era of pre-decimal British currency ensures its continued interest among numismatists and history enthusiasts alike. This coin serves as a tangible link to a time when Britain was both holding on to its past and stepping toward a more modern future, and it continues to hold cultural and historic significance in the world of coin collecting.